Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my ranking of every suit in Spider-Man Miles Morales. I actually intended to do this once I'd finished the campaign, way back when I first played through it and after I'd unlocked all the suits. It was going to be the bookend of all of my suit showcases, but I never really got round to doing it, and now I can use the recently added advanced tech suit as the perfect excuse for why I never did it back then, but why I'm actually doing it now, because now this is actually every suit in the game ranked from top to bottom. But we're going to start with the worst one, and this one is absolutely clear for me. It is the Spider training suit. It just looks naff. We saw it in the end of Spider-Man PS4 in the last DLC, just with a different university logo on the chest, and it uses an old mask of Peter's, but so does another suit on this list which places a whole lot higher than this just boring beige outfit. But next at number 19 is probably the most surprising entry on this list, because at 19 the second worst suit is the programmable matter suit. This just feels like a massive missed opportunity. It could have been a suit that felt alive and ends up just looking really flat despite the very big potential of the concept. To improve it, I would have given the suit at least some small animation to set it apart from the rest. If you imagine Steppenwolf's new armour from Zack Snyder's Justice League, but on a much smaller scale, I don't mean it needs to have a million little moving parts, just some sort of motion that makes it feel more alive. Miles' arms and fists especially would benefit. Maybe if the fists only glowed red when Miles is attacking someone, and the same goes for the legs. And then when Miles uses his ultimate outburst venom ability, the whole suit could light up as the energy passes through him. That might be a completely stupid idea in practice, but it's the kind of uniqueness I was actually expecting when a programmable matter suit using Tinkerer's tech was shown, and so maybe it's just my completely unreasonable expectations that have made me want to place this so low. The Iron Spider legs are phenomenal though, I just want to say that, and they are the greatest thumbnail material this game gave us. Next up is the Great Responsibility suit, and this suit initially looks garish, but in motion actually surprised me by how nice it looks. In cutscenes, the gloves, the neck and the knee pads do the suit absolutely no favours, because it just doesn't look like it fits Miles, and I know that was the point of it, but for free roaming and going around after you finish the campaign, there's no reason to return to this suit, because it so clearly had a story reason for being there, and once that's fulfilled, Miles would be really stupid to go back to the suit that doesn't even fit him. Up at number 17 is the Brooklyn Visions suit. It's a substantial improvement on the previous university-based outfit, the Spider training suit, and the headphones on this suit are also a very nice touch, but the suit just isn't different enough from Miles' base suit to rank any higher on the list. At number 16 is the Crimson Cowl suit, and as a suit to pad the suit count, this absolutely does the job, but it isn't anything to write home about. I think a little bit less red, maybe on the legs especially, would improve the suit, and it isn't a bad one by any means. The colour inversion just doesn't improve the suit over a classic black then red Miles design. At number 15 we have the Winter suit, and this suit would be knocked down a place if the game wasn't set over Christmas, but it fits perfectly into the game setting, and the fact that the scarf isn't just glued to its chest, which absolutely would have been if this game was made 5 or 6 years ago, but the fact that it actually flies in every direction as you're moving, is a detail that would be noticeably poor if it wasn't there, but it looks great because it is. I was also using this suit for the Tinkerer chase sequence in the campaign, and when Miles removes his mask, the earmuffs stay on, which was a very nice touch that I'd have to appreciate, as are the little leg warmers that are on the suit. Next up we have the animated suit from Ultimate Spider-Man, and the cell shaded design is really unique here, but the other suit that's taken from animated media on this list is absolutely sublime and leaves this suit just lying by the side. Maybe if that other suit wasn't included in the game, this would be pushed up because of its uniqueness, but the fact that it's not the only suit of its kind means that it just doesn't feel as special as it would have done. At number 13 we have the Tracksuit, which is the other suit that was revealed ahead of the game's release, the other one being the Crimson Cowl. And while I do love the fact that Ganke helped out with the design process and his extremely accurate blueprint is spectacular for sure, I'm just not a big enough fan of all of the white on this suit to use it that much when I'm free roaming, and I just can't justify it being any higher than number 12, which is the Strike suit, and is the prime example of making an outlandish and unique suit but still pulling it off. The higher collar, the thickly detailed back and gauntlets surprised me with how much I loved using this suit in free roam. Compared to the programmable matter suit, which felt super flat, this suit is the complete polar opposite, and the thin yellow detailing through the suit actually brings it alive in a very successful way. The homemade suit was a must-have for the game, it being the original handcrafted Miles Morales suit, and it was faithfully recreated with its goggles and all, and it makes it a fun suit to use, even if it isn't necessarily one of the cooler suits on this list. It's a nice novelty suit, but I'm not going to go around spending most of my time playing in this outfit. At number 10 is the sportswear suit, and it is the suit that we see in Miles' first scene for the game, and it gave me a strong sense of deja vu from a certain Spider-Verse film, and considering the fact we weren't given a hoodie suit like this with Miles' own mask, this suit deserves to be well up this list. It also makes perfect sense that as Miles gets used to being Spidey, he'd wrap up as warm as possible, so having a hoodie and a puffer jacket on over Pete's old suit, as well as sports, trainers and thermals over the legs, makes this quite possibly the most practical suit on the entire list. But then again, you can't go wrong with a classic suit, and this time around it's absolutely no different. The chest design is vintage Miles, and looks almost identical to the animated suit from Ultimate Spider-Man, just more lifelike, so Insomniac did a great job of literally picking this suit out from the Miles Morales classic suit design handbook and just whacking it back down in the game. At number 8 we have the Purple Rain suit. And when I first saw that there was a Prowler-inspired suit to be crafted in this game, I genuinely feared the worst. I didn't think the purple and neon green colour scheme would translate from Prowler to Spidey, but it absolutely does. The chest looks badass, the boots are a unique design that I seriously believe Aaron Davis would use for a Miles suit, and it also doesn't hurt that if you shine red light on this suit in photo mode, it looks suspiciously like the Iron Spider suit from the comics. And now we have the Bodega Cat suit, which some people would have ranked possibly lower, but I think a lot of people might have ranked higher. But if this suit didn't have the cat backpack, which if you say that 5 times quickly is not going to work out for you, it would be halfway further down this list. Because if you switch the hoodie for a blazer, this suit is essentially the Brooklyn Vision suit, but the hoodie does look better, and whoever at Insomniac decided to place a ginger cat in a Spider-Man mask in Miles' backpack and who gives him a helping hand in combat deserves a raise, because it's so unique that you have to try it out once you earn it. And at number 6, I think this is my pick that's going to differ most from anyone else's list, because it is the Uptown Pride suit, and I have to come clean, this suit, which is simply a gold reskin of the classic Miles suit, is the one that I use most when free roaming nowadays. I'm an absolute sucker for this kind of suit where you achieve it after completing the game, and because I completed the app's activities post completion of the campaign, it felt like I genuinely earned this suit as I was becoming Spider-Man. If I'd earned the suit halfway through the campaign, then who knows where the suit would be, but goddamn if this suit isn't my guilty pleasure, and undoubtedly the suit that I've spent the most time using. And I may have to take the last statement back, because this is the suit that no one will have had on their lists that came out halfway through November, because it is the new Advanced Tech suit. And I saw when this suit was included in a Miles Morales Funko Pop line a few months ago, I was just really confused as to why this wasn't included in the game, until March 30th when Insomniac came out of nowhere with a new update for the game, and this brand new suit. Similarly to the Prowler suit, the top legs of the chest logo reach across to Miles' shoulders in a sleek design, and the suit looks a bit more armoured than the classic suit, and the logo and all red details up to and including the mask will actually light up in dark environments, which is an incredible detail which completely sets it apart from the classic Miles Morales suit. I wasn't sure that I agreed with adding a camo design for a Spider-Man suit when I first saw the End suit, but it absolutely fits it perfectly. The narrower lenses, the hood and the boots give this a much more serious and badass look for a Spider-Man suit, and completely sets it apart from the other suits on this list. Now at number 3 is the Miles Morales 2099 suit. Insomniac absolutely love the 2099 suit, with the original and the white variant appearing in Spidey PS4. And I'm going to have to stop calling it Spidey PS4 because it's just Marvel's Spider-Man. It's on PS5 now as well. But now we have Miles' 2099 suit to go alongside it. The chest symbol is the most unique of any on this list and looks amazing, and the hood and all of the red, white and blue trimmings around the suit fit perfectly, and the glowing eyes are the cherries on top of what is a phenomenal suit. And now we come to the last 2 suits, which I'm sure are right at the top of anyone's list for Spider-Man Miles Morales, and coming in at number 2 is the 2020 suit. If you're looking for an excellently realised but also completely unique suit, then look no further than the 2020 suit. The image that first revealed this suit was incredible in the underground hideout with all of the purple LED screens, and having the entirety of his helmet a reflective surface makes this suit a dream for any ray-traced photo mode creations on the PS5. And the leather jacket, the futuristic boots, and the LED symbol on the chest means that this is a suit like no other. But it's not number one, because number one is, of course, the Spider-Verse suit. This suit is literally perfect. There isn't much else to add here. The suit is absolute perfection, and Insomniac translated that to console immaculately. Nothing has to be sacrificed to fulfill the vision, not the body shape, not the fact that it could run with the frame rate effect. The spray painted logo on the chest alongside the paint fingers and soles of the feet make this genuinely one of the greatest suits to grace any Spider-Man media, and the fact that you can now have complete control over it in a video game, you have to take your hats off to Insomniac. They didn't put a step wrong with this suit. My only regret with the suits in this game is that the hoodie look couldn't be brought over from Spider-Verse, with the Jordans and the hoodie, especially since it was literally on the Spider-Man Miles Morales art book's cover, with the blue hoodie from the game's opening, but also Miles' black and red mask, and some unlicensed shoes that are so clearly inspired by the Jordans from Spider-Verse. If we were given that suit as well, then there would be literally nothing left to be desired from this game. It would be absolutely complete. But they had to show it to us on the cover of the art book and then not include it, which is so painful when I see that front cover. But then you look at all the other suits in this game and you completely forget about it because Insomniac did such a good job here. But that is the end of this video. Feel free to give me your entire rundown of your list of suits, but maybe just give me your least favourite suit and then your top 3, or even just your favourite, because I would love to know whether you agree with these or whether you think I'm an absolute idiot for enjoying some of these suits that you haven't even touched since you unlocked them. So thank you for watching this video, subscribe and leave a like if you did enjoy, and hopefully I will see you next time.